Hello Bible friends, so in this video I'm going to show you an easy way to remember the 10 commandments in order using what we call a mnemonic. So now when you look at the screen right now, you see this word, probably you don't know what it means. Now this is the word that is going to help us remember the 10 commandments in order. By the way, I didn't come up with this word, but I found it out there on the internet, and thanks to the person who actually came up with this. Alright, so now the word you are seeing on the screen is read as givish must see. Now don't mind the spellings of what you know, just read it as I have said it. Givish must see, and you can see it's spelled as Givshmast. Forget the dash, it has no effect on how we read the word. Each represent something from the 10 commandments, which you'll see in just a little moment. So now if we look at the first letter, which is G, you can see it represents God. So G represents God. And what is the first commandment? The first commandment says, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me." Hence the G in that word. Thou shalt not have any other gods before me. That's the first commandment. Then the second letter is I. Idol. Idol. What's the second commandment? Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image. Now the graven image is the idol. So thou shalt not make any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. That's the second commandment. The third letter is vain. Vain. What is the third commandment? Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. Thou shalt not take the name of thy Lord thy God in vain. All right, so the fourth letter is Sabbath. The fourth letter is Sabbath. What's the fourth commandment? Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Now let's go to the next one, which is H. Honor. Honor. So which is the fifth letter in our word, and this simply stands for honor thy father and thy mother, so that your days may be long. Honor your father and thy mother, so that your days may be long. What is the next letter? We have M as our next letter, which stands for murder. Murder. So what is our sixth commandment? Thou shalt not commit murder. Thou shalt not murder. That's the sixth commandment. That's the sixth commandment. The seventh commandment, or the seventh letter, A, stands for adultery. Adultery. So what's the seventh commandment? Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not commit adultery. The eighth letter is S, which stands for steal. Steal. I'm sure you are getting the concept now. The eighth commandment, thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not steal. All right. The ninth letter, which is T, stands for testimony. Testimony. That's the ninth letter. And the ninth commandment, thou shalt not bear false testimony against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not bear false testimony against thy neighbor. And finally we have the letter C, which stands for covet. Covet. And the 10th commandment, thou shalt not covet. Thou shalt not covet. All in all, the total representation of the letters in this word, givish must see. You can see G is for God, I for idol, V for vain, S for Sabbath, H for honor, M for murder, A for adultery, S for steal, T for testimony, and C for covet. Now something you should notice here is that you see that the first 5 letters I'm using the arrows red, while the last 5 letters I'm using the arrows in yellow. Now the reason I've done this is so that you understand, when Jesus was asked which one is the greatest commandment, he gave 2. The first commandment he gave is that you love your God with all your heart, mind, and soul, while the second is like the first, love your neighbor as you love yourself. So the first 5 pertain to God, the last 5 pertain to man. Thank you very much. Make sure you check out my other videos on the channel.